Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 31 of our Minecraft Let's Play series. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. So I'm going to be straight with you guys. This week is going to be mainly continuations of projects that we were working on last week, but there are some things that I actually want to do as well that we didn't even touch on last week to an extent. And actually that's what we'll be working on first, but here is our list for this week. First off, we're going to be clearing out a mine shaft that I found while I was working on a different project. The project that requires me to be digging out a big hole because I found a mine shaft while I was digging that out. 168 villagers, which is technically supposed to be 164 because we already have 4 of the villagers. This just means I'm going to be making a way for that we will actually be going ahead and getting these villagers because otherwise it's going to take a very long time. And then obviously finishing the spider farm, the villager hall work, and base improvements are all continuations of things that I was doing last week. But with all of that being said, how about we go ahead and head over to that mine shaft and we'll see what we can find in there, shall we? So here's the hole for people who haven't watched the beginning parts of the videos, which is honestly fair. But yeah, here's the hole. I've been working towards this. This project is something that's going to be A, taking a while, and B, also it's going to be a completely different build project. But for now, this is where we're at, and you can see that I found a mine shaft in here. And I don't know how big this thing is. I don't know what loot is going to have in it, but I wanted to check it out before I do end up having to destroy a decent bit of it. So I thought we'd go ahead and do that now. And I'll let you guys know what I find. If I find anything useful, well, there's an amethyst geode here, but I don't know about that being useful or at all. But like the chest or anything, the spider spawners I'll probably honestly just break, but otherwise, yeah. Let's go through it. Oh, okay, I don't like that. Huh. Alright. We love water in this game. Water makes sense, right? Alright, I think it's time to head back now. So now that we're back to our base, there wasn't really much at that mine shaft, as you could probably tell, besides a bunch of spider spawners, because if you look into my inventory, this is really all I ended up gathering that I thought was noteworthy. And even then, the iron is just because I was mining all the iron I saw, and the lapis, same with that. The iron and golden apple were from the one minecart chest I found, but oh well, I guess. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest mine shaft, but it was good just to clear it out and go ahead and light up the area just a tiny bit. But now that this is taken out of the way, we can go ahead and start on getting our 168 villagers, or 164. I really should change that. And I'm thinking that the way we're going to do that is we're actually coming over to this village, which I need to see if we have 2 villagers in the area. So give me 1 second. Alright, we still have the 1 in here, so that's good. Now the question is, do we have a second one around here, or do we only have the 1? Because obviously we got those villages over there, but I'm not going to be taking them out of there, so that's kind of a shame. I think we've only got the 1 villager here, and that's not going to work. We need at least 2, so I think we actually need to go ahead and head to a different village. So yep, here we are, another village. So let's see if there's still villagers here, or if a zombie raid went ahead and took them all out. Alright, we have a bunch of villagers down here. I was actually starting to get worried because I was joking about the whole, zombie raid taking them out, but I'm actually starting to question it at this point. So yeah, this is good. It is turn nighttime though, so we are gonna have to wait a second to do what we want to do, but that's fine. And now I just realized, now that it's daytime, I never brought the items that I needed for what we're about to be building today, so I will be back. At least our base is only just over the mountain, so it's not that bad to go back and grab the stuff. So yeah, this is the actual stuff we're gonna be bringing today, so let me go ahead and take it back. So now that we're back here, I do actually need a decent amount of area to build in, and I can't necessarily see a place to do so easily, so I either need to transport 2 villagers away from here, which is going to take some pistons, or I go ahead and basically destroy a house or 2 around here. Which I actually think I'm going to go ahead and probably just do the first option, because right here is not that bad of a spot. I have to clear out a little bit, but not too much. And it's not too far from the village, and I am going to need to put another portal here anyway, so basically keep it away from the village. So let's get started on this build. We're not going to add in the collection system, which is what all this is required for. Okay, I didn't realize that. Alright, now we need to move in 2 villagers here, and that's going to be easier said than done because we're currently across a lake. But, oh well, I'm just lucky it's the same Y level, to be honest. Hey mate, can I interest you in a boat? Alright, it's going to be harder than I thought. Actually, it might not be. Alright, I gotta be very careful with this. Alright, that's 1 villager, now we need to bring in another. Oh yeah, we could do you. But yeah, for now, I'm actually going to leave these guys because, well, we don't need all the villagers at the moment. We don't even have the villager hall built. So this is just kind of a thing, well, to go ahead and get other villagers, obviously. So, well, with that being said, let's head back to our base. And now that we're back, we can now start working on these 3 things. And I think the next thing I actually want to go ahead and do is finish the spider farm. Now it says finish, but I'm more thinking that we should go ahead and possibly attempt to get it so that the spiders at least go to one part of the farm so that we can actually attack them and get the drops from them. So that's what we're actually going to be doing, and we'll get to see the rates of the spider farm from that. I'm actually quite worried about this because I'm using basically my design for a spider farm. I don't know how well it works in comparison to other people's spider farms, but hopefully this will actually give us a decent amount of string for when we want to trade with villagers. So I will meet you guys back over at the spider spawners. And alright, now that we're back, these are the items I went ahead and grabbed so that we can hopefully get paths for these made. Because right now, we've got only these rooms set up at the moment, which don't necessarily go anywhere. So I'm hoping that we can get this to work. And that's first going to start off by me needing to move this water source because I don't like where it's set at the moment. I also want to go ahead and get this floor kind of leveled out a bit. Alright, now what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and put them, I think... So if I stand here, this would probably be as center as I'm going to get of all 3 of these guys. So I want to try and actually get the spiders to possibly congregate to here. It'll be easier said than done. So we'll have one end up here, one end up here, and one end up here is the plan. But we'll see how that goes, I guess. Actually, I just realized something. This won't work the way I want it to at the moment because what I want to do is have a block here and have it so that I can hit all 3 of them just by hitting the one in the center. But if I put like a half slab here, I'm planning on having water bubble columns go up here and here, and that's not going to work because, well, you can't have water sources here because it'll just fill up this block if it is able to be filled up. So I need to figure that out. Or I can just do this, I guess. Can I hit through this? No, but if I have it this way, I can hit through it. So if we place a block here and I do this, I can still hit here and we'll be able to attack all 3, hopefully. All right, let's try and get these connected. My hope also is that these spiders kind of push each other along instead of me having to figure out how we're going to have them push or just move through here, but we will see, I guess. Well, I guess we'll see, because that's the basic principle of this, is just get it like this. I'm not going to put a block up here, even though the spiders are only 1 block tall, due to the fact that, well, legitimately don't think they would be able to go anywhere. Oh, I can't do this, because they can get out, though. I just realized. Can't do fences, can't do stairs, can't do... Give me a second, I'm gonna look up to see what can't be waterlogged. This is gonna be stupid, but I think I have a solution. There we go. Now, if I put a water bucket, like so. Yep, it doesn't connect. So now, what we're going to do is punch out all these torches. I'm not going to punch that one out until I'm out of here. And now what we got to hope for is that they go up to here. And hope that this is also big enough for them not to get here, but we'll see. That was not enough. Alright. Cool. Well, the water path works. Blocking this with the daylight sensor doesn't. So, back to the drawing board for that. Glass might work? apparently. And if it's just a glass pane here, they shouldn't be able to get up here. But I honestly don't know at this point. Alright, we're gonna find out though. So if we do a glass pane like that, and for testing purposes, we'll go ahead and put a block here, here, water. Okay, glass does not. Now we need to go ahead and light this up, or take the torch out again. And if this blocks in these spiders, then they'll block in these spiders. I would put walls here. Okay, now can you... Nope, I think they are trapped. Alright, so we have a plan now. This is going to be the block that we use. So now I gotta direct... And now I gotta get this one. I didn't think this through. Give me a second, I gotta fix this now. That's gonna be an entire issue in its own right. I don't like that. I don't like you either. I just don't like not seeing where they're coming from. Oh god. So instead of it being here, like the water streams being here, so I gotta pick up all this. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this thing this way. Alright, water. I'll just do that. There we go. And now honestly I might as well just go ahead and get this one ready. Interesting. Look at this. Let's place these down here. Wait, I thought you couldn't be waterlogged. I'm tired. Oh, God. Give me a second, I've got an idea again, but... Okay, will this be enough? Can I rotate this first? Alright, cool. Ow. Okay, yeah, they can still hit me. I'm not surprised about that one, but ow. Alright, so finally, now that I'm poisoned and I've had to go through this multiple times, if I take out all of these torches and just kind of sit here for a little bit. Worries me is that these guys haven't come in here yet. Oh, never mind, there we go. As soon as I say that. Cool. So yeah, I just hit the one in the middle. And it takes out all of them. Definitely took a while and I'm not done yet, and I'll show you why. So I'll do something like this. Alright, so now, with these, if I go ahead and attack these guys... Yep. Look at all those drops. So yeah, while this farm isn't necessarily the prettiest, it works, which is quite nice. I can just stand here, wait for these guys to spawn, and then I attack them with my sword, and then their drops just come up from here at the moment, but I'll probably have it so that they actually go into a, you know, like a sorting system, quote-unquote sorting system. It's only string and spider eyes that could be, so, you know, it's pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with it at the moment, and I'm surprised it works as well as it does. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, and now, while I go ahead and just kind of clean this area up from the failed testing and the things I had to craft to make this work, I will meet you guys back at our base. And now that we're back, with all the string that we get from that farm, we can go to this guy and trade it all for emeralds. That's mainly the reason I made this whole thing. Of course, we can use string to actually craft items, but now we actually just have string to trade for more emeralds whenever we get the villager train hall up. So that's good. Obviously, it's not going to be as fruitful as like the gold farm, but for now, I don't think I care. But now that we got all these three out of the way, I'm actually going to go ahead and skip this one for now and jump straight into our base improvements. And I accidentally highlighted this, but we are actually going to work on the nether tunnel first. Not the nether tunnel, the water tunnel. I combine the two things. And the water tunnel is basically this little area right here. I want to go ahead and see if I can flood this to a way where it will kind of look like there's just a natural waterfall coming out here, but I've also didn't even realize that this is a cave. So we'll see what happens with this. So something probably like this will be just fine for this area. I'm going to knock out this block, and now we're going to start filling this area with water. I need to go ahead and fill this up here. Basically just go layer by layer. Alright, I think this is where I'll probably stop the adding water for the time being. Go. Now we've got some flowing water going down here, and the water comes out here and goes down here. Something along the lines of that. Then click this again, let the floodgates roll. Yeah, it's good to an extent. It's a little rectangular, but at least we now have water coming from an area, so that's quite nice. And now we have this behemoth of a decoration project I want to do, and I'm not even sure where I want to go with this at the moment. Alright, to actually go ahead and change this portal though, these are the types of blocks I've been thinking of bringing with us. We've got netherrack for what I'm going to probably be changing the stone with. The dirt and grass I'm thinking of just replacing with soul soil and soul sand. Not in that order, but you know. These slabs right here, I'm thinking I'm going to be changing them for blackstone. I brought some nether bricks just in case, magma blocks, nether quartz ore for a little bit of detailing. But I'm not too sure how far I want to go with this. I think just for the time being, I might just go ahead and do a small area, but we'll see how I feel. But I definitely want to change out a little bit to maybe just here for now. So I'm going to do this procedurally. I'm going to go ahead and change each block based upon their block types first. So replace these with the blackstone. Now I'm going to replace all this grass and dirt with soul sand and soul soil. I'm going to need some scaffolding. Alright, now it's time to replace a decent amount of the stone with the netherrack, and hopefully this looks somewhat alright. I don't know what to do with the stone for right now, so I think what I'm just going to do is do a little bit of detailing around here, and that'd probably be it. And after replacing the stone, just a little bit around here, not too much as you can tell. I mean, it looks alright. This obviously isn't necessarily exactly what I was going for. I'm thinking about moving this out a little bit further, possibly, but the thing with that is I have the path going here, and I just don't know how I feel about that with there being the staircase right here as well. So I might have to decide on like what I'm going to do with this, but for right now, I'm kind of fine with how this looks. But I do think that next week, I want to go ahead and change this up a little bit just to make it look a little bit nicer. And you may have noticed I said that I'm going to be doing that next week, and that is because I've actually ran out of time this week. I wanted to go ahead and get more progress on this done, as well as I actually wanted to start on the villager hall, but just with how many things have been going on this week, I didn't really have the time to, and I apologize for that, so I hope you guys can forgive me for that. But I promise that next week we're going to be focusing on this nether portal, as well as we're going to be focusing on the villager hall. And maybe here and there we might go ahead and do some like smaller things like filling in that building like I wanted to, and also possibly going ahead and adding like a storage system to our spider farm, but we will see about that. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this week. I thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great week. Take care, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. All right, bye bye.